The other big thing to call out on the dollar, don't forget, if it remains bullish trend, bullish trade and trend, is that is explaining part of the weakness, the ongoing trending weakness in, of course, Bitcoin. Now, if you've already read the early look, we're not talking about that, right? See the bottom there? This goes all the way across, like on every single duration, Jonesy. It's got what we would call a consequential or a causal inverse correlation. So whether it's short term, intermediate term, obviously all the way out to 180 days. So we know that. Well, what else do we know? I mean, every mainstream media, certainly old wall media, CNBC, Bloomberg website is like raging bearish on Bitcoin this morning. I go through that in the early look. Now, Bitcoin may be bottoming as of this morning, not just as a function of that dumbass thing that's going on from the mainstream media, but because of the math. So if you want to go through how things stop signaling quad 4, look at the worst place that's been quad 4, which is, of course, Bitcoin and or crypto. Two different things, but they're all commodities. Again, if we see that get less worse or less bad, that's also a front runner for quad 1, do not forget. So here we are, it peaks here, that was October, quad 1, right? Quad 1, and this is quad 4. Now down in here, let's do a little zoomy in here. Now, this level is really interesting. If it were to stop going down here, by the way, the price yesterday went down here, right? So this level back here, Jonesy?
Yep.
So 84,000 is the level that it stopped going down most recently. Right around 84,000. Let's use round numbers because you said you want me to teach it at a basic level. These numbers, and you guys can audit this, but this was 84,000, 78,000, 76,000. Right? 84, 78, 76. What are those? Quickly. Even when she was 6, my 11-year-old could tell you.
Lower
lows for Lucy. Lower lows. She's very good at math. All right? Lucy says lower lows. Let's call this the L3 model. That quad 4 ended when? Right on the screws. Right? You actually end up going to quad 3 here, quad 3 here, quad 2, quad 2. By the time the market figured out that the economy wasn't in a recession, quad 2, Bitcoin was already back at like up here at 123,000. Okay? That's what happened. Back to the question. So what if it stops here and the low end of the range is now 85? Let's make that very clear. 85. Okay? Today the number is 85,011. Very specific. Very specifically a higher low. This was the low going back to 1 month of quad 4. If this makes a higher low versus that one, I would not be surprised, and neither would the machine. There is a mean reversion component built into my rules-based system, okay? The patterns that my system's looking for include that. Now, that's about as much detail as I'm going to give you on that, but I think it's pretty easy to understand, even for somebody who's not like an astrologist or an old wall technician.